Welcome back. Santosh Basnet was only 8 years old when he lost his arm and had nowhere to go. He had lost hope, but his world turned around when he met an American woman in Nepal. And that's Olga Marie from Sausalito. And thank you so much for joining us and sharing the story.
Great to have you with us.
Yes. So how did the two of you meet? It was in Nepal?
It was in Nepal, and it was in this little hospital where we used to go to help all disabled children. And they said they had this little boy whose arm had been amputated and he had no place to go. And we had just started our home for boys. And I met Santosh, and he threw that one arm around me and gave me a squeeze, and I was a dead duck.
Wow. So you were making regular visits to Nepal for the the kids in the home for boys,
yes,
right?
And I lived there actually 6 months a year.
Oh, I see.
Now,
okay.
Have for the last 15 years.
Right.
And we have video of that, of your visit in Nepal. That's you walking out in front. So basically, you started this. Is it a children's center or orphanage, or you started this?
We started with a boys' home, and then 2 years later started a home for girls, and then at present we have quite a large program. 2,700 kids under scholarship from all over the country, from kindergarten to medical school.
Where does the money come from for this?
That's what I do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week,
Wow.
365 days a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I do the fundraising for it.
Right. And a lot of these kids are disabled, these children?
Some are disabled. We have a special program for blind and deaf students, about 130 students. But they're all different. They're the poorest children in Nepal.
Yeah.
And that's saying some, because Nepal is one of the poorest countries in the world.
Now, Santosh, how did you get to the United States?
The foundation, they don't bring anybody here because the goal of the foundation is to educate kids there and have them contribute to their own country.
Right.
And I was very aware of that, but I always wanted to come to America to go to college, and I've seen everything in movies and everything, so I was very fascinated. And plus, I was in touch with a lot of American people, and a lot of American people have done a lot of good things in my life, so I was pretty much in love with America, through that connection and everything. And so I was really determined to, find out.
There you are as a little kid?
Yeah, yeah. So I was just networking, asking people, every American I met, I was asking if they knew anything about it. And I met these people, they were missionaries to Nepal. Yeah. And they mentioned something about this exchange program called PAX, which is Program of Academic Exchange. It's based in New York. So I wrote to them. And and I wrote to them, I told them my story, and then I had to, of course, write some essays and to qualify for English proficiency and stuff. So which I did well, and they bought me a ticket. And they found me a family to live with in Greeley, Colorado. I went to high school there for 1 year. And then, because the exchange program I came on was for only 1 year, but I wanted to stay and go to college. So then, because she lived in Sausalito, so I came to college in Marin. I got my 2 associate degrees from College of Marin, and then I transferred to Dominican, and bachelor's there, and then I'm here. So
you have but in Nepal still, we saw some pictures of you and all the other kids. It's like one big family.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best picture. I love this picture.
And we prefer not calling it an orphanage because it's like a family home.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, we all come from really different backgrounds.
Look at these guys.
So, yeah. It's like everybody lives like a family. We just pretty much watch out for each other, like, brothers and sisters.
And speaking of family, as Santosh is talking, I'm watching Olga looking at him so adoringly. It's like a mom adoring her son. It's such a sweet relationship. It really is.
It is.
He's a good kid.
And it's one thing I just love about Santosh, when we work together at 3 a.m., he always was smiling. He always
is. That's true.
has a smile on his face.
He does
mean,
now,
more than anybody else in the newsroom, he's always smiling.
Yeah. You've told us you're a ping pong player, but we also know that you're a basketball player.
Yes.
You're also a basketball star.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Here he is.
It's kind of funny, like when I lost my arm, right?
Yeah.
Everything became a challenge, and almost like when somebody even hinted the fact that I can't do something because of my arm, it'd be like, I'll do it, I'll show it,
Yeah.
So when I was going to school, I got really into basketball, and one of my friends, somebody said,
nice form.
somebody said that I wouldn't be able to play because I don't have an arm. So I said, you know what, I'll show you. So I just walked into the team when they're practicing, did whatever they did. I just did all the exercises and all the drills that they were doing, and then finally coach asked me to join the team. And then so I
Yeah,
was
because
like,
you were kicking
He
butt.
showed him he's armed and dangerous.
now you can say one arm
You
and
were
dangerous.
you were also on Oprah's show.
Yes, that was in 2002, right? Mom?
2002.
What was that like?
It was amazing. It was quite an experience. I mean, she's a big personality.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it was really interesting to
there you
meet her.
are,
She was
Olga.
very nice. So
Yeah.
And Olga's with
Olga's
you,
right
right?
next to you.
yeah, and it did really good for our foundation. We got a lot of donations, and
yes.
it was very,
Great.
very helpful for our foundation. So
It's great that you were both here to share your story. And now you both live in Marin County, very
Right.
close to each other.
I just
so you-
moved nearby
He
her.
just
So.
Yeah.
moved to Sausalito.
And
It's
his-
wonderful.
and
So
So
his-
in a little house in little room in a boathouse, houseboat, not boathouse.
Houseboat
I
house.
always get those mixed up.
Either way, houseboat, boathouse, great, either one works. So great having the
Yeah.
two of you with us.
Thank you
And so
very
great
Thank you
of, you
so
to,
much.
of you to come on and share your wonderful smile with us on this
Not a
program.
problem. Anytime.
If you would like to see more pictures of Santosh and find out how you can help the Nepalese Youth Opportunity Foundation, just go to our website, viewfromthebay.com.
Well, Santosh, we saw he plays ping pong, he plays basketball, but we also have another great workout for you. It's a new sport, and here's a hint. It is the same name as a vegetable, and it looks like racquetball, but it's not. So watch me make a fool of myself. That's next.